Stream Elements said Thundercats 20,210 is now live, streaming Madden NFL 26, lspdfr.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. Your games when making that trek. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's May.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach, Pete Carroll, who really believes in him.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out the gun, Smith. Conversion.
The Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested. physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To the air again, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackle. But again, just 1 yard out of it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to throw. No. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders is shaken up on that one. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
That quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Open man right side, Myers. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
Las Vegas 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field in their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Patriots' 16-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. He's made complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mostert. He's not going to advance very far. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
They'll throw with May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with our avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because only few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air, May. Over the middle, complete. That's bad. He will drop these touchdowns to a short gain.
A gain of a yard.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing here is May. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Formation for the Patriots.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? And then they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Gino down a throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Gino. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Smith. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. New England trying to get the place on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's got this down to the 35. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, control the rest of the ball.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
And Diggs hands it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Stiff-armed it. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return. They're going to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out come the Raiders. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. Another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards.
That's an early scramble if you viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That is brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But not a surprise. That's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing the completion?
A run with Mostert up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Throw well set is complete on the timing effort. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard gain. We're still in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change that incompletion was forced.
Smith throwing again. This is caught by Tucker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Man, he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Michael Mayer, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now.
First and 10.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, you don't want to see the field goals if it's on the field.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance.
Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Here's May. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. Again, 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Smith. it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm okay with it. And if you're going to hit this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second down, here's Gibson again. And he's brought down, getting this one out to about the 35. That'll be a New England first down, gain of 12.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Timely intermediary said top viewers streamview.com.
Block on a big-time running play and create extra space. You've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, back to Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That's out to the flat for Gibson. There goes a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw. May.
Strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's May. And down he goes. Brought down by the sack. Going to books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Hoop on the short connection. And they'll get it down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last